Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Christina, and in today's video, I'm just sharing with you like an impromptu setup for a Monday morning, our morning time. It's the week of Thanksgiving. We've had a lot of travel and family visiting and really out of our like morning time rhythm. So it's our first day back into that rhythm, but also my husband's work schedule just changed. So most of my kids, other than my oldest, are out with him. My oldest is actually sitting on the floor in front of the heater doing his math with Nicole the math lady. So if you hear Nicole the math lady in the background, that's what's going on. But I just set up and just kind of got our week loosely planned. So I thought I would share that with you guys as a way to update you where we are, like with our letter of the week and with Playful Pioneers and what we're doing as we lead up to Thanksgiving and all of those things. So I'm gonna go show you what we have, and then I'll let you guys know at the end of the day what we actually got to and maybe what we didn't. For those of you that saw my last plan with me video, I showed you how messy my homeschool cart and cubbies and everything were. And I just actually this morning cleaned out my homeschool cart. So I wanted to show you, for those of you that saw how bad it was, that I purged it and it looks so much better, but I still need to do that again as well. So my shelves are still looking a little messy, but I want to show you what I have set out for us to start our day with. So we're going to start with a page in Wonderful, this Ancient Psalms Ever New devotional that we've been doing, and we're not super far into it. We are actually just on Psalm 5. We did Psalm 4 while we were away last week, and so we are really enjoying this. I really like the prompts, things that fit perfectly with our notebooking. So we're going to do a little bit of prayer journaling today. And then before jumping into our new letter and scripture and character trait of the week, we're going to go over the letter I, scripture, and interrupting, and then give my littles an opportunity, if they want to do something fun, to do this ice cream scoop eyes activity with their dot markers. And then I have our art study for this week from Playful Pioneers over on the counter where everyone can see it from the table. And then once we go over all of the I stuff, then we will talk about the new letter and scripture and character trait of the week. There isn't one that starts with J, so I just went with gratitude since it's Thanksgiving week. And then I just have this J card from the Woodland preschool digital download from Knowledge Crates. And then these, even though they say C stickers because the focus is on jellyfish in the peaceful preschool for letter J, I'm going to switch that up and talk about Jesus and other things that start with J. I have these dry erase letter sheets from previous Knowledge Crates. I always hold on to these for practice in the future. And then I have these wooden tracing boards that I got a while back. I will link them down below, but these just multiple opportunities for them to engage with the letters, to match up lowercase and uppercase, different ways to trace. I have the salt tray with our print and cursive cards from the Peaceful Preschool, so they can choose to do it with their finger. They can do it with the wooden stylus from their tracing board set. So a couple different ways to use this as well. So that will be for my 5-year-old, and for my 3-year-old, she will work on numbers in much the same way, but the other side of this one, instead of having uppercase and lowercase, has numbers and then just some tracing lines that are great for pre-writing skills. So all of it just an offering, nothing is a have-to for them, but I just like to have stuff out for them to engage with and learn if they're interested. So that's the way that I'll include them. So for what we're doing from Playful Pioneers, we are kind of picking up in the middle of a week and not necessarily on the exact day. So for Bible, we're not doing the Jesus Storybook Bible. We're doing the Ancient Psalms Ever New. We're doing a hymn. For language arts, we have some copy work that I have printed out, cursive for my 8-year-old. And then I also have it in like the Kinder print version for my 3 and 5, again, if they want it. This snowflake stuff we'll probably skip for another time. We'll try to get to some math for my older 3, some handwriting maybe. They'll definitely do some independent reading. And we probably won't do a nature walk today, but we did a hike last week and we do nature stuff all the time. So I'm not worried about that. And then tomorrow we'll do some reading aloud, and we'll skip a lot of these other things in here for Thursday. And we'll either start week 20 this week or I'll wait till next week. It just really depends on how the week plays out, what other things we're doing, and all of that. So that is my plan for today with Playful Pioneers. As far as the Peaceful Preschool, we are using this very loosely and it is working really well. So I'm not technically reading all the books that they've recommended for the week, but we are going to make the glitter glue J's and working on tracing and making the letters. So I'm just skimming through and seeing if there are ideas that I do want to do. We'll definitely read the story of Jonah and the whale because I do have a picture book of that. I love giving them back massages anyways. We dance all the time. So a lot of these things, washing dishes together, making jam, these are things we've either already done or we do regularly. So I always look for something like new that I maybe haven't thought of, that we haven't done yet. And then I just am looking to see the actual days themselves, how they are explained, because there might be a little bit more explanation in the specific day-to-day plans as well. So I love the weekly overview, but then I also love that you can go in and read a little bit more information. We actually just cleaned the card together last week, which is pretty cool. And my husband actually draws cards with my 5-year-old all the time. So just looking for more ideas, but it's cool to see that a lot of these things we've kind of done. So yeah, just loosely introducing letter J, doing some activities with the printables from the Peaceful Preschool, and that is about it for that. We are going to do a little bit from this gathered Thanksgiving guide. We are pulling from this loosely. I know I say that a lot, but I just like lots of different resources for different reasons. We are holding off on my Haig unit or Huga unit. I like to say Haig even though I know it's wrong. I'm saving it for January because I feel like it's actually a great unit for when all of the holiday stuff is over, but it's still cold and it's still winter and you kind of can hone in on those cozy vibes. We're going to read How Many Seeds in a Pumpkin. We read this last year for the first time, and we did activities going along with it, guessing how many seeds our pumpkins have, and then reading the book, and then guessing one more time, and then opening them up and roasting the seeds and counting the seeds and baking the pumpkin for pumpkin puree. And I just have a couple things for me to read here that if I'm waiting for them to transition into something, I can kind of flip through my Wild and Free magazine and my Learning Well magazine. And then as part of our Playful Pioneers, we will read 1 or 2 chapters of On the Banks of Plum Creek. That was the card from iWeek that I started using as a bookmark. We'll read a couple chapters, or at least one, of October, which we've been reading. And then I'm just going to give these to everyone when we're done with our time together to kind of assign for them to do the next study in here. We've been really enjoying this, but we've just been taking our time. We do it maybe once a week, which you can do it every day. There are 20 sort of lessons in there, 20 days in the Bible study. We've just been doing it here and there. And then we're going to finish reading the story of a cold because we read half of it and there's actually so much information in here. It's really interesting. Even my oldest was really interested in it. I learned things. So we're going to finish up reading that. And that is pretty much it. Okay, so we just got done with our group lessons. So I want to show you what we did. But first, I just got some fun things in the mail that I want to share with you. Okay.
When they come back,
Okay. You can hear my 12-year-old playing drums. There's lots of stuff going on right now. But I got in my order from New Flora. It was the first time I did not get a dress. So it's my first time trying something from them other than a dress. But I got dresses in for the girls and these adorable little stockings that I want to show you. So let me show you those and then I'll show you what we actually got to for today for our morning time. It was quite a bit actually. Okay, so here are the dresses that I got. These are for the girls. These are from Alice and Ames. And then I also got some stockings for them from Little Stocking Co. And I did a short sleeve and a long sleeve for each of them in their current size. I just got them matching because they like when they're matching. And then I got a short sleeve and a long sleeve in their next size up for like the spring, summer. So, or whenever they fit them. And so these are the ones that I got. These are the ballet dresses in the short sleeve and the long sleeve from Alice and Ames. These are my favorite place to get dresses for the girls. And then I'll show you what I got for me. Okay, and then this is the shirt that I got from New Flora. I will try to show you guys what this looks like on, but it is really beautiful, great quality. It's super thick, and it does have some stretch to it, which I think is important for a heavier kind of pullover style, but really, really beautiful, really great quality. I'm happy with my choice, even though I'm still kind of wanting a dress, but this is the size medium, so I will try to get a chance to show you guys this, because I think I'm going to wear this today if it's cold enough out. I have to go outside and see, but I might wear this when I take my daughter to gymnastics with some leggings, and then I'll get to show it to you guys. Can you do another one? Or a different one?
Do you stop for me and go?
Yes, that's exactly it. Good job.
And that's no duck on that.
Okay, now can you try the print J? Nice job. What about the uppercase? Well done, babe. Now, can you find a J on your tracing board that you can trace with your little wooden tracer? That's an L. Can you find a J?
Yeah.
There's a J. Nice. Now look can you find a J on here? Because then I have this cool dry erase thing for you too. Is there a J on this page?
No.
No. So we got to move this one out of the way. Is there a J on this page?
Easy.
Okay, do you want your dry erase marker so you can trace it?
I can do it so fast.
So we don't care about fast, we care about doing a good job, right? Slow down. Slow down, Baba. Can you do one on your own now? See how they leave you space to do some on your own? Okay, so here's what we actually got to for our morning time / group lessons. We read a couple chapters in October. As you can see, it's one of those weeks I did not plan anything out. I didn't write anything down yet, but that is totally fine. We read On the Banks of Plum Creek. We did finish up The Story of a Cold. I did not give these to them yet. I still need to do that. I kind of forgot because I left them on the table. We went to the living room for read alouds, and I forgot. We did do our page in Wonderful and read our scriptures, and they did some journaling, some prayer journaling, which I'll show you in a second. We went over I and did J. So reviewing I and everything we did for I week, and then adding in our J things. So some of them still have this out. So here's some copy work that actually just started getting colored by my 8-year-old, but not, she didn't do the copy work yet or put it in her notebook. But this is the scripture that we did for J week. And then for preschool, we really just did the J activities that I showed you already. Again, we're saving the Hygge guide that I wrote for January, but we did do some work in our gathered Thanksgiving guide. And so we just went through some of that. And then we did not get to this book, which is kind of funny because it was the main thing I wanted to do today, but because we have kind of a busy afternoon and I don't want us to rush, we're going to save it for tomorrow. Okay, you guys, so I hope you liked seeing a little bit of how our day has gone. I've got some laundry that's got to be put away over there, just keeping it real. But I did get a chance to try on my New Flora shirt that I got, and I really do like the medium. I think any bigger would have been too big, but I do like that it's a little bit oversized and I can layer it. Small might have been okay, but if it was too tight, even if it looked good, I know I wouldn't grab it and wear it all the time. So I just paired it with some leggings and some boots, and I'm off to take my 8-year-old to gymnastics. The older two boys did get to independent work today. She did not. So I am bringing her independent reading book in the car with us, and she's going to do a little bit of that. And if we don't get to her math and language arts today, I'm not worried about it. So let me know if you have any questions down in the description box below. I'll try to remember to link everything down there. And I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos. Until next time, stay rooted. So she did not end up reading her book in the car, but she did end up after dinner when I was putting some laundry away in my room, wanting to try out this new book from the new book series from The Good and the Beautiful, which I've shared about and I have linked down in the description box. She is already really into it, and I love that she got in her reading time in a place that made sense for her and wasn't forced and was enjoyable for her. And then before bed, she actually chose to read her chapter from The Courage of Sarah Noble to her 5-year-old brother, so that was really sweet as well. Again, I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos, and until next time, stay rooted.